Victoria Unfiltered channel. So I was told spiritually to give back to help today. So I'm going to do a non traditional guidance. If you don't do non traditional guidance, please just listen quietly and peacefully and let everybody else enjoy the non traditional guidance. I won't be looking at the comments a lot, and I will be deleting any negativity without response so that I don't lose flow state. Okay, y'all. So, if some of y'all have been trying to have a new you, this is the time to do it. It's going to require perseverance. So, if you're looking to reinvent yourself, you're setting new intentions for self care and to have a glow up, maybe to get in better shape or to get your money up. It's going to require you to be strong and be smart with you investing your time. Try not to get so stuck in your soft node. I feel like low vibrational soft node is trying to interfere. Some of y'all can have people pushing you into your soft node. So if you're dealing with narcissistic people, they could be pushing you into your soft node because they may be aware that you're actually in your north and they could have some internal jealousy towards you. So be careful of people influencing your diet in a negative way and also trying to keep you in bondage. Somebody might want you in bondage with your soft node. So, for example, let's say you have a soft node of Pisces. So, you've learned how to take care of yourself. You learned the consequences for not taking care of yourself. You learned how to process your emotions in a healthy way. You've learned how to not internalize your emotions so much and not be stagnant so long. You learned that already. This is why Pisces would be in your soft node. You've also possibly learned how to trust your intuition when you're being creative, how to tap into your inner power creatively. You've also learned how to work in groups and how to have fun and not always be about work. You may have somebody trying to push you into that soft node when in this life you're actually supposed to be focusing on making money in a way that's not so creatively. It might be you working as a banker in this life, or you're working as a teacher in this life, but somebody could be trying to push you into your soft node in a negative way, which could be like a very depressive Pisces. I'm just using Pisces as an example. Somebody might want you to sit around and eat candy and junk and do drugs and alcohol and depression. So just be careful of being pushed into a negative vibration of your south node. Okay? All right. If you want to attend my classes, I will be holding spiritual classes on all type of topics relating to life and life growth, life health, and spiritual guidance. My workshops will be less than $10 and on a weekly basis. I'm also holding writing workshops as well. I'm setting them up right now, and I've been already setting up the events. So look in the community news for the announcements of my weekly workshops. I will be giving out parting gifts and uh, all type of little gifts for appreciation for attending my workshops. So I know for me, I have someone right now that keeps trying to inch me back into my self node. And I was sensing this, and then when I did a pre-reading for the collective, it came out. So just be careful of being pushed into bondage in some low vibe way of your soft node. So let's move on. The air energy is very important. So don't sacrifice your air right now. It can actually have major consequences. Okay? what this means is you may not get those ideas that you're supposed to get right now for completing some projects that's supposed to actually help you reinvent yourself. So if you're sacrificing skylight, if you're staying in the house a lot, if you're not getting fresh air, if you're not practicing being cool and breath work, you could be blocking yourself from money making downloads or expanding on a download you already have. Those downloads are supposed to lead you to a financial breakthrough that will give you the ability to reinvent yourself easier without financial struggles. Okay. So, if you're feeling like you're having trouble getting started and motivated, it's really important for you to use things that will motivate you spiritually. Since the Pisces energy did come out, that means you have to go within, you have to use spiritualism to help you get things done. So you may want to burn Tiger's Eye for motivation and empowering yourself. Be careful of getting in arguments when you're using Tiger's Eye, because if someone's an energy vampire, they will literally drain your Tiger's Eye in arguments. So I highly recommend that if you have any toxic people around you, you wear lapis lazuli stone so you can protect your emotional health. You learn how to be the one that's less pulled into the argument. And then when you go to actually do your purpose, you want to put on Tiger's Eye. Okay? So I'm going to show y'all what Tiger's Eye look like. I recently learned that it's like you have to switch stones according to what you're going through. So this is Tiger's Eye. Some of y'all don't know. Okay? If you are having problems with sun and fire in your chart, or someone keeps on draining you, or you feel like something keeps trying to bring you down to your knees, you want to get Tiger's Eye. So this is what it looks like. See that? That's what it looks like. And you can actually get this stone, the crystal kit, from Barnes and Nobles. That's where I got it from. And I think it was about $17. Okay. So be careful of being pushed to being a reckless beer. You want to protect your beer energy right now. Don't have somebody pushing you to charge in to fight, or have you at the edge fighting. People pushing your buttons till you get ready to fight. Just be careful, because you could end up getting in a police situation. The throat chakra is heavily under attack, and so is the chakras for the earth energy, like the throat chakra. So just be mindful. I do have to say that some of y'all are going to come across some money in a way that's going to be bittersweet. So you may end up coming across some money because somebody passed. Okay, I'm just a messenger. So don't get mad at me for telling you the truth. Some of y'all may be losing a pet. Make sure you give your pet a physical. Some of y'all got a pet that's checking out. Okay, it's sad. That's sad news. If it's not a pet, then it could be somebody young, a child that's doing something reckless that could be putting their life in danger. Okay, if you have a child that's on drugs or alcohol, you do need to contact them and have a talk with them. Okay, or they're overworking themselves. It could be something that they're consuming for energy, and it's having an impact on them. It could be affecting their blood pressure, I'm getting this intuitively. It could be affecting their blood pressure, or it could be affecting their heart. Okay, so make sure that you're talking to your kids and asking them what their diet is like, and if they're taking energy drinks and stuff like that. You want to try to get them to stay off, not have so much sugar. I keep getting avoid sugar, like don't put sugar in your food. Just try to have food that's low in sugar. Sugar is going to block your intuition at a very critical time right now. You need your intuition extremely strong. So if you can eat dinner a little earlier and fast the rest of the day, and then do your spiritualism at night before bed, you would probably be intuitively stronger. Or you can do a 16-hour fast where you don't eat your first meal until like lunch, and you do your spiritual work in the morning while you're fasting. Okay. Detoxing is very important. Um, Make sure you're taking really good care of your liver. And this means staying away from fatty foods and high sugar diets. Okay. Liver and heart. Okay. Liver is good for the liver. So if you have some liver, if you like liver, make liver. You know, it's interesting that liver is actually good for your liver. So you could do that. Definitely get your cardio in. I did get lower cortisol. I heard protect your cortisol. And then I got on YouTube and I saw a video that said lower your cortisol right in the news feed. As soon as I looked at the video. So you might want to look up foods to eat to lower cortisol and different things to do to lower cortisol. Sometimes if you're feeling anxiety or you have mental fog, it's because your cortisol is too high. So if you've been feeling blocked, or you're not sure, you're having all this fear about starting new businesses and taking new leaps, it could be your cortisol. Because if you ever notice, when you're in a long fasting state, you're like really confident. You really think like you're unstoppable. You take all these leaps, you're going places, you're traveling, you're in your power. So cortisol, I think high cortisol is the biggest dream killer, biggest dream staller I think that exists in the world. It has literally brought my dreams to a screeching halt before, even my relationships. Just all because my cortisol was high too long. Now, when you're trying to make sure your cortisol ain't too high, you definitely don't want to be doing long, high intensity workouts. You may feel like you're still at the edge of burnout, but it could be like not that you're working too hard, you could be consuming too much. Too much energy is flowing to you because of the Pisces energy showing up now. So you're a receiver. So basically, if you listen to videos, you're going to receive a lot more energy than on the surface of that video. So just be very picky about what you entertain and what you let entertain you. I do one-on-ones. If you want to hire me to do a one-on-one, um, with your chart or and all of that, and pull some oracles, please email me and we can discuss that. Okay. I do want to say that if you have a male in your family who is older, you may want to check up on him. Okay? It could be an older male, it could be a brother, it could be a grandfather. You need to check up on him. Or it could be somebody's husband. They may not be aware that they're doing something, or they did something that's causing them a health problem. They might not know better, and or they don't know that a health problem is worse than it is. Okay? This person could, if you have a grandfather in a nursing home, or if you have a brother or a male with who've had a disease for a very long time, or they might got a missing bone, or leg problems or something of that nature, or they have high blood pressure, or they have something going wrong with their back. Okay, they could have something wrong with their back. They could have problems walking, like their legs is just not, their back and their legs is really struggling. It could be something about they're not getting the nutrients they're supposed to get because of how they're eating, or there's a disease that's like eating up their nutrients, or blocking them from their nutrients. It's coming through intuitively. So just check on the males in your family, okay? Also, some of y'all may have a young male that could have had an important place in your life, and they're currently cleaning themselves up, and they may actually be fated to help you with something. It could be something that might be spiritual they're supposed to help you with, or y'all got a similar creative gift that y'all supposed to work together and do. All right, you'll know this person because this young person is brave, and they stand up for themselves, and they can be very family orientated, and they can be somebody who is extremely psychic. Okay, so for some of y'all, it could be a nephew, or it could be a son of yours. All right, they have an important role in your we're helping you to manifest your dreams. If y'all want to work together as a team, it would be very, very powerful. Okay, this young person may have significant water placement, where it might be their north node, or the north node may be a water sign. But I keep getting Gemini too. I don't know why I'm hearing Gemini. So they might actually have a placement in Gemini that's similar to yours. Because we're supposed to be getting these brilliant ideas right now, so they could have very significant Gemini placement, or you do, but their placement is kind of conjunction to yours. So it's like y'all flowing into each other. Okay. All right, number 6 keep on showing up. I saw 6 in my mind, and then I just looked and saw 6 again. We're going to continue on here. Okay. I keep hearing learn how to take breaths. I guess somebody needs to learn how to breathe and take moments to breathe, and time is not running out, I'm hearing. So, yeah. Now, this person, the male that might be in some sort of trouble, he may also have significant water placements or significant earth placements. I'm just saying, y'all, he might be in low vibrational earth placement in his south node, or his sun is going down. His spirit is low because his sun sign, it might be a sun sign, because I heard sun earlier. I keep hearing sun. So it could be, yeah. Yeah. Tuning into the energy. There is, I heard like they needed water, and they don't get enough water or something. So whoever this person is, whoever, they had a toxic caregiver. Maybe it was their wife or their partner was toxic, or somebody cheated on them or something. I feel like something happened that was very unclean, or they are very unclean due to some secrets in their self-care or caregiving, something of that nature, y'all. Okay, this person could be over 40, this male. All right, he might be on his way out. There's a great chance he's going to pass, and he's leaving you something, some money, but you ain't going to get it easy. Some of y'all is going to be left some money, and it's going to take a couple of seasons. It's going to take a minute to get the money. It could be that somebody's going to fight you for it, but they're not going to win, or they're going to somebody. Why am I getting carrot dangled the money or something? But the law going to override the person or whoo, child. Yeah, justice, because justice came out in a pre-reading I did earlier. Yeah. Somebody think they can go against the contract or something, or for some of y'all could be a sibling or somebody else in the family. All right, it could be people upset by the fact that you're getting the money. I'm just saying, y'all. Patience, yep. Patience came. Okay. 25. 25 is a synchronicity. I just saw 25 and then it came out on the card. There's an awakening that's happening right now, but I feel like this card is being played with. Somebody's messing around with your crown chakra. Somebody's trying to screw around with the crown of the Empress. Somebody's trying to make somebody's trying to mess up somebody's temperance energy. Because the temperance energy is the Empress. There's somebody trying to keep the scales unbalanced in somebody. Somebody wants somebody shadow self fighting with their light self. Like it's almost like somebody trying to discern somebody's mental health. That's why the Creator wants you to be by yourself and have solitude. Number one. If you were thinking about getting a job, starting your own creative business, or working as a gardener or working in the economy, or doing some sort of meditation and seeing what you see, dream walking, your third eye. You do want to do some clearing out of your third eye. What I do is I wash my third eye with eucalyptus and mint, which is like, it's still Empress energy. See, it's backwards, y'all. It's backwards. So these cards I'm using, everything that I told y'all did not, a lot of what I told y'all didn't come through the cards. It's just intuitively that I'm getting. But the cards I'm using, these are cosmic cards, because in my destiny, I'm a cosmic oracle. Okay, so this one right here, see how it's in reverse? Did I not say Gemini? So some of y'all got a true twin and a fake twin. Oh, y'all, somebody's twin might be. And I said the scales was unbalanced and low. See? Dark and light is in a battle. Mirror is a synchronicity. Somebody can have somebody light skin or white that don't respect them. Just saying. Or if somebody's rising signs are not getting along, like your rising not getting along with somebody else's rising or something here. So yeah, for example, if you're dealing with somebody with a earth rising sign and you have an air rising sign, y'all might be bumping heads right now, because somebody might only care about food and money and property, or they might put their job before you, or somebody want to power play you with money or something here. And you're like somebody, you could be somebody that, if you're an air rising, you're somebody that like see power that's come from mental strength. But They could be aggravated by your throat chakra or by your power of your mind or something here. Ooh, child. Because the earth energy, somebody's earth energy is struggling, but somebody ain't. Somebody's lucky. Okay? So some of y'all got a male whose earth energy is in judgment. Period. But your energy isn't. Justice is going to get ruled. Somebody might have cheated you out of some money or been breadcrumbed you, or and they got to leave you the money in their death. They're going to leave you the money in their death because that's their karma. Y'all, I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but I that's it. I don't know what else to say. For some of y'all, it's a brother. Unfair treatment. Okay, didn't care if they were hoarding money or whatever, and maybe um, giving money to people that was nothing but a trick or something, and your value was high. If the justice card came out, somebody is high value, but somebody tried to keep you locked out. If you've been locked out of the family fortune or money, the creator is saying, no, not anymore. That money coming one way or another. All right. It's almost like because your voice wasn't heard in your family. I keep getting smoke and mirror, cloak and dagger. So maybe there was smoke and mirrors or whatever going on. People was fake and your voice wasn't being heard. So now your voice is chosen to show them that it's what the value is. There's going to be people that's going to regret what they did. It's going to be a lot of people too. Some of y'all, it's your whole darn family. Yup. Free. Y'all, did I not say voice and it came out? Look at that. Libra energy. That could be Libra or Aquarius. Voice, period. 13. Going into the unknown. Free life. Speaking your truth. I literally was saying somebody was trying to keep somebody smoking mirror, cloak and dagger, and then the free card came out. Yep. Okay, communication here. Clear courts. Yeah, somebody's trying to crack. Somebody's trying to smoke up somebody's courts. Your imagination is very powerful. Just go with the flow. You need quiet. Okay, you need a break from technology so that you can hear the whispers of the Holy Spirit and tap into your psychic abilities, because the Empress of Air is one of the most psychics there is. Okay, Gemini and Libra is one of the most psychics, but even though Libra could be because it's the Empress. Next is Scorpio. Well, I'm not above Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio will figure. You can't hide nothing from someone with major Scorpio placements. Okay, that's the angel of transformation or rebirth. So if you have significant Scorpio placements, like really significant Scorpio placement, and somebody's been mistreating you, they got hell to pay. Because you're supposed to be recovering from your losses, which means that person is in heavy karma. So if you're a Scorpio sun, if you're a Scorpio moon, Scorpio career, Scorpio north, and if your wealth is Scorpio, what could be in your 8th house. All right. Or if you have Scorpio in your psychic house. If somebody been dogging you out, they're going to be suffering. Okay? Somebody could have played games with you and gambled with your your love, and now they're chosen to, their intuition is cut off. They don't know what they're stuck getting. They're going to be stuck having living the same day over and over again, not knowing that they keep setting themselves back. I heard backtrack. Okay. I burned lavender and it felt like it started to clear out my chakras. Lavender is Pisces energy. Somebody is trying to fog up somebody's intuition. It's like they don't want them to know the truth, or they want them to think that their memory is incorrect or something, or that whatever the story trying to say, their version of the story is wrong and their story is right, or whatever. Somebody thought somebody wasn't worth. Some of y'all got somebody that felt like you wasn't worth being treated, being catered to, or loved or cherished. Somebody thought that, and they were wrong. They might not knew the power that you had. Their intuition was blocked possibly by their trifling lifestyle, because they trifling, and they didn't know how important you was supposed to be in their life. It's kind of like, I'm hearing you don't tell me what to do. I'm older than you or something, whatever. Because the Empress is young, the female energy is young, but somebody think because they older they know better, whatever. That could be a king of coins if he's in reverse, or an emperor. Like, I manage you, I manage your time, I manage your energy. You're expected to give me this money and like it, have gratitude for my breadcrumbs or something. Y'all, okay, this came out Peacock. Yeah. Somebody wants you stuck and they don't want you to have a glow up. Somebody don't want you to look good. Somebody could be purposely trying to bug you or irritate you, or make you weak so your beauty is not seen, or you don't get beautiful anymore. They want you unkept because they unkept. Yeah, because the Gemini energy in reverse. Somebody wants you to synchronize with their low vibration. Shadow self came out here. Self-worth. Yep. Okay, yeah. Somebody wants you to feel like, somebody wants you to think that there ain't no love for you outside, or society's not going to care for you, that you're all they got, or that you're not going to get covered and favored without them, or something of that nature. Little do they know, they're actually a bank account that the creator is building for you, for like they're a trust fund for you. They don't even know it. Okay. Y'all, that's what I'm getting, y'all. I'm looking at the cards and pulling. The heck. Okay, yeah, time out. Cold cut. You're just gonna have to be silent with somebody. You might have to not. Some of y'all might need to take time from not talking to your family for a while, because there's a tree on here. So I'm getting like, be your own teacher right now. Like, be careful about like just going from teacher to teacher. Some people are just looking for energy. They're not even creative. They're teaching you something that they can't do right now. Somebody is not brilliant. Somebody's brilliance is blocked. Their Gemini is in reverse. Their genius ability is blocked, and they're trying to pull at your frequency. Y'all, my readings be telling the cold hard truth. Golden crown, yeah, period. Empress, period. Yeah. 14. Yeah. Whatever toxicity that's been in your. So basically, all your gems is about to be real bright. Everything is going in alignment. This means that everything that don't go must be removed today. You might want to consider doing a purge before you go to bed. Aries energy came out. It's time to take action. For some of y'all, it could be moving on. The Empress has baggage, but good baggage. Take your nice stuff with you, and some of y'all got to just go ahead and roll or something of that nature. Because Aries energy is like, like I'm gonna go ahead and do my kingdom and my business. And I don't have time for this. I don't have time for useless battles. Saturn is not pushing so hard on Aries. It was pushing hard on Aries a couple days ago. But the Aries energy is like, I'm chilling in my own lane. I'm good. Like, you're not making me drain myself. Okay, there could be angel number 28 is a number you need to look up. Seems like a struggle number. Okay, period. Integrity. Yep. Some of y'all is dealing with somebody. Some of y'all might be dealing with somebody who think they can read your mind. They might be psychic and hiding that they are. They don't have no integrity when it comes to image. Number 17. But you do. Okay, so yeah. Somebody don't have no integrity what they say. Somebody did be disrespectful to the feminine energy. Period. Period with that one. Yeah, however you're running your business and your practice, however you're using your inner power, the creator approves of. But somebody else is using their inner power to do mental manipulation. There's a new chapter, period. Yep. Yep, there's a chapter you got to close, y'all. Pick your fights wisely. I just heard pick your fights wisely. It's better if you just walk away. Yeah, emotions. It came out right when I said that. Yeah, somebody wants you to be a drama queen. Draw drama and thundering, okay? Somebody wants you to have a deep, loud bell voice, like "F you, mother effer." Somebody wants you to go deep into a social battle with them. No, and they want it to be a cycle. For some of y'all, it's somebody who got. I keep hearing sundown, sun up. I heard that yesterday, sundown, then I heard sun up. Somebody's sun is down. It could be a water sign because water came out. And the fire energy is not showing up too much except the Aries. Somebody's insecure, not confident. It could be somebody with a water sun sign, and they want to drain somebody out through emotional battles. No. Did I not say Lapis Lazuli earlier in the video? Compassion. If some of y'all are dwelling on damage or baggage or how you let people hurt you, you may be dwelling on that. You may feel like you failed yourself. You have to have compassion and forgive yourself. That's 10. Angel number 10, which could be ending something. Get rid of people who have no compassion for the losses that you've had. Maybe somebody don't care about your grieving or pain. Somebody don't care about your health problems. They don't take care of you. You might got loved ones that don't give a damn about taking care of you. So you need to take care of yourself. That's Virgo energy. Like look out for you, be independent. Okay, put your money into your health. If you don't have a health plan, you need one, because somebody is trying to screw around. Somebody could be screwing around with somebody's lungs, because Cancer energy was out recently, Cancer moon. Somebody's trying to make somebody have an asthma attack, or maybe, or something, because I feel like when I touch this card, yeah, like panic attack or something. Somebody's trying to make somebody see a negative future for themselves, because the third eye and the crown chakra future seeing with the Libra. Yeah, somebody wants somebody think is going to fail, that their future is not going to be bright, yet it's going to be bright. But they got to go through a storm. Somebody's going through a storm right now. But they're going to come out as the winner, because Aries energy is working in their favor. Okay. It's just a tough breakthrough. But once it's over, they're going to be like, I'm just glad it's over. Unconditional love. Unconditional love here. See? Somebody might have been like, some of y'all was denied intimacy, romance, compassion, and love, and harmony in your, either in your family or your love life. And it's been a real toxic storm, and some of y'all was just really outraged. It was like an inner storm in you building, and it's like time to release it and move on and have unconditional love for yourself. That is, yeah, 3-4. Be careful. Some of y'all may have low vibrational earthbound spirits in your kitchen. If they're not in your kitchen, they're in your bedroom. Y'all, I stay saying some stuff, because them fours is coming out a little bit too much. Yeah, y'all can have earthbound spirits getting too close, and it's making you emotional. Could be dead loved ones. It could be somebody's dead grandparents on the other side, or somebody's dead mama. The energy is affecting you. Okay, you can feel them emotionally, or somebody's dead grandma, or somebody's dead. It could be somebody's parents on the other side, because this is male, female, mature energy, and that's air, water energy. That's like family on the other side in the metaphysical world, in the dream world. So they're active. They're putting memories in you, and the memories is like, they want you to feel them, but they don't understand about boundaries, that sometimes you don't need to feel them. You need to be left alone with your energy. Yeah. It might be somebody with significant Cancer placements on the other side, or somebody with significant Virgo placements on the other side, because Virgo came out in the pre-reading. But I get that Virgo is helping you, because somebody else is Virgo toxic or something here. Okay, so somebody's Virgo energy is under attack because somebody else's Virgo is negative. Somebody is expecting perfectionism out of somebody, so they withhold because you're not perfect, yet they are not perfect. They're trifling. They don't have no integrity, y'all. Okay, be still. Yeah, okay. Some of y'all got somebody that's draining your energy after 3 p.m. Yep, these cards is flying out. Somebody's heavily protected and guarded between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. No, 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. somebody's heavily protected. It's like they want you to be quiet more so you'll know how to deal with the negative energy or secret hidden attacks. Or, yeah, on your stomach. Why did I hear stomach? Yeah, because my stomach, I heard stomach and then I heard bleh in my stomach. Okay. Balance. Some of y'all might get somebody that actually has an alien in them. They may actually be possessed or they are an alien. It could be their planet. You could be celestial. Yeah, according to the compassion energy. But they're celestial, but they could be from a dark planet. Okay, this person could be like, um, they're real dark inside. It's like they hang out in the dark parts of the galaxy, cosmos, where it's like, wicked, where is the aliens that violate, that disrespect our boundaries, like violent aliens and things like that. They do sneak attacks. I keep getting that because the water energy in a battle like this, like sneak attack, like a scorpion in low vibration, but then there's another scorpion. It's like, I'm just trying to get my business done and, get work done. But somebody else is like, no, like blindsiding people with a sneak attack. Because that's like that's kind of like the alien they in. Because they Gemini in reverse. Their Aries in reverse, they alien. But the alien of the dark. Okay, y'all. I'm supposed to actually master this. I just realized that from getting doing inner work on my natal chart and me. I'm supposed to be a master of this. So I'm just letting, yeah, two. Some of y'all were seeing twos, yeah, period. Somebody is a fallen angel and somebody is an angel. It's like somebody's from the light part of the galaxy and somebody's from the dark, and it's toxic. They're I keep getting like they're harvesting, trying to harvest the energy of the light being, because they're living in fear. I'm getting it strongly. The dark alien person is living in fear, internal fear. It's deep fear. It's afraid. They're afraid. It's like almost they're afraid to trust their own intuition. They might be just going on old, outdated, data. Yeah, because outdated data or something like that. I'm hearing they want to keep things the way it always was, but it's not working that way. So they're just like an anchor. Yeah, period. Yup. Somebody got the strength card. I said somebody was harvesting somebody's energy. Somebody is, when you see this card right here, somebody is high rank royalty. Strength is the emperor energy. It's the highest of energy. Somebody knows, why am I getting this? Somebody know that if you move on, then they might lose you forever. So they could be trying to do mental manipulation so you don't, because they're Gemini's in reverse. Trying to like redefine what you're saying or warp and distort what you're saying so they make you doubt the reality so you don't leave or something of that nature. Because reality's out here and intelligence, mental is out here. So yeah, somebody's fire is out. Somebody's spirit is low and somebody's spirit is high. Somebody's the white tiger. When you're a white tiger, that means that you could be one in a million, like a very rare breed that is chosen to be manifest something very big. Okay, that's apex energy. That's apex. So you might be the one person in your family that always has a lot of strength because you're being trained. You was well trained through the toxicity how to be strong, how to get yourself strong, and that's why you're chosen to possibly be the first millionaire in your family. That would be the white tiger. Okay. Yeah, going against tradition, choosing your own path, not always following the rules of what your society or culture tell you you're supposed to do. You're like, nah, I'm good. I'll make my own mind up. Okay, you're like, you definitely don't want to be a slave. The apex is not slaving to nobody. So maybe you're in a family or situation where everybody got slave mentality. Everybody is doing obsolete things, and you're like, no, I deserve to be special. All right. Some of y'all got somebody that's working themselves to death for crumbs, and it's literally shortening their years. They're trying to think they can have a peaceful life being a manager of a company that doesn't even appreciate them. And it's kind of like when they get around their family, then, or they have a past history of being a part of a company that didn't, a business that didn't really value them, and it just like destroyed their health. This person could be working with engineering, or maybe it's a, why am I hearing some sort of plant factory, or like where there's trash and garbage and dirt, dirty objects and things like that. But we're not even being paid good. Their salary is bad, but it ended up making them sick. It could be like it wears them out. You know, they're carrying stuff, or they were somebody that was carrying a garbage man. They might be a garbage man, or constantly lifting heavy things, and they're just too old to do it, and they didn't have a backup plan. So it's kind of like they could feel like they're in bondage at this place, and it actually has done some serious damage to their body that they might not be able to recover from. But they are literally um, they are literally being disrespectful because they're bitter. They're bitter. I'm getting they bitter because they did it the old fashioned way and suffered, and you was willing to go on fate. You went on fate, and they went on what the baby boomers might have told them. No disrespect to baby boomers, but this person could have been living a baby boomer life or whatever, and they got real negative results. But the fact that you were like, I know how to rest, I know how to wait till my energy is charged. I believe that I'm lucky. I believe that fate will look out for me. They don't like that you're proving them wrong. Maybe that you're placing your bets and you're lucky. If you got the strength card, you're lucky. Their earth is in reverse, so they bet on something that wasn't worth their time. y'all, y'all. I don't tear people down. I just tell the truth about the energy. Yeah, your ancestors are telling you to be fearless. See, they young. You dealing with some of y'all dealing with somebody that got deep internal fear, and they're pulling you down with them. It could be reflections of what they have said to you, like you're never going to be nobody, you're not that attractive, or something of those nature, just kind of tearing you, breaking you down. And they put out an energy as if they're thinking that way about you still when they're around you, like they don't care about you, and then that triggers you into the bitterness that they're in. Somebody wants you in a low vibrational synchronicity with them. That is so toxic. Walk your truth. Okay, walk your truth. 35. Okay. Somebody could have problems with their, somebody might got problems with their feet and knee, or they got an amputation, or there's something happening with their lower back. Yeah. Or they got some sort of bug in their skin. And they could have something happening with their genitals. Um, some of y'all dealing with somebody that may be acting like they're masculine, but they're not really masculine, y'all. Inside, they're a whiner, baby. Inside, they got a toxic feminine mindset, but outside, they try to project that they're masculine when they're not. Their earth is in reverse. They're a king. It's not out here, but when I pulled the card of the day, the struggle card was the king of diamonds. So I'm just saying, y'all. Um, somebody is not in their sun sign enough, and they don't realize that they're taking years off their life. They don't. They're not doing any creative healing. Like they could be somebody that has to do photography, swimming, kayaking. They're not doing that. They're just like, I'm just gonna keep on grinding for crumbs. They made a bad investment. And they need to get their healing in. They're in a fantasy land. Somebody is dealing with somebody who's living in fantasy land, and that's where they're staying at. It's almost like that's how they're escaping reality, because we had the Cancer, and then I heard King of Water earlier, and then somebody don't have no water for somebody or flowers for somebody. Somebody wants to sit there depressed with their dried up feelings in fantasy land. They're on an island alone and living in the fantasy land and thinking they could get through life like that, but they don't understand that not being in their sun sign is uh, keeping them from being able to do the work that would be needed, sensing to do the work to heal. Okay, celebration is coming here. Yeah. Okay, 666. Somebody is a spellcaster right now. Somebody got a lot of sticks and wands. If you're using incense, they're working for you. Okay. The incense that we need right now is the frankincense and the lavender. Calming. We got enough fire. We don't need no more dragon's blood. If you're gonna use dragon's blood, it should be like because you're trying to protect your energy at night from um, anything trying to attack you physically and sexually in your sleep. You're very sexy. Your heat is strong, so you do need to set up boundaries when you go to sleep because you might get attacked by a lust spirit. Somebody might have a lust spirit already working on them. Yeah, surrender here. Period. Angel number 31, angel number 3, new beginnings. Threes out of threes here. Take a path that most of your family members didn't take. The white tiger. So think about like if you have a family in a hive energy where they all have the same belief, they're all taking the same path to make money, you need to take a different path. That's what it's saying. Okay, you have to start a different type of business. For example, let's say everybody in your family always have are their caregivers, or they're always working in retail, because the king of diamonds could be retail, and then the caregiver energy. You may need to see how you can still be in that energy but do something else. Or it needs to be something that supports a bigger business. So if you're going to be a caregiver like everybody in your family, it needs to be a supporting business, not your main business. I surrender. If you've been thinking about going swimming, this is a perfect time to maybe take it and go to a night swimming. Somebody could really use night swimming because Sagittarius energy is here, which because in Aries, somebody could use early morning swimming or night swimming, salt water, or yeah. Woo. Somebody don't want to swim with somebody. They don't want to swim with. They don't want to swim, but that's okay. Yeah, because you got to let go. I said somebody don't want to swim with somebody, and it's let go. Somebody's trying to keep somebody up, restless with insomnia. If you have been having spells of feeling like you're having trouble sleeping, it's because there's been a lack of emotional fulfillment, and that can create insomnia. I don't know if y'all know that, but lack of emotional fulfillment in something, like you put work in, it's like there was no movement. You just it's just like this Groundhog Day with the same drama, that can create sleeplessness. Okay. I know some of y'all may end up jumping in that nighttime energy. Just be careful where you go. Your body, you may have people trying to compete with you because you got the strength card. Gratitude, you could have some money coming or some sort of gifts. Some of y'all definitely the wheel is in your favor right now. So if you are into publishing, you might want to release something, sell something, or start. If you're thinking of starting a new YouTube channel, this is the perfect time to do it. You might want to start 3 YouTube channels, since threes are out and sixes are out, and just see, like you're trying 3 different casino machines and see what happens. Pick 3 different things that gives you emotional fulfillment already. What I found out is your money comes through things that give you emotional fulfillment even when you're not doing it for money. So if you can do it in your home, in the privacy of your home, without getting paid for it, and you still get emotional fulfillment when you're done, it's also one of the things that you're supposed to use to get money. Because what will happen is, when the money doesn't come through it right away, you will still have emotional fulfillment. You will still have love for it, meaning you'll still be all in. And if you ain't all in, it ain't coming. The creator, the forces of this world know when you're not all in something. It knows when you don't really enjoy it, when you're just like chasing. So it's like, okay, if you're just chasing just because you think you won't get money through it, then you have to get karma, because then you're blocking someone else from getting money who really have emotional fulfillment with doing it. See, sometimes people get in the way of other people's destinies because they're chasing something they know that don't give them emotional fulfillment when they're not doing it for money. See, that spiritually, it gets in the way of someone else who would love it regardless. This is why it's a major problem that we have so many people just doing things that other people are doing because they see money coming through. So, for example, even when my analytics is low on this channel, people may say, well, why is she still doing this and her analytics is low? First of all, I got somebody on the inside. I told y'all, this woman, she has a thing against me. I don't know who this bull-legged booger beer woman is. And I see her, okay, she keep trying to play games with my YouTube. And the thing is, she's micromanaging my energy. She's a manager. She's micromanaging me on this channel. But what she doesn't know is that even if my channel, even if I don't get the views on some of my videos, energy don't lie. So when people listen to me, they say, nah, I'm sensing something different than what these analytics say. So then they still send me money, and the money that they will send will be with my angels, and their angels, the Holy Spirit, tell them to send according to what was stolen or blocked from me through the analytics. So I'm still getting the money that the analytics is withholding from me. So for example, the creator has been preventing the analytics from letting my money go down to pennies. I noticed that, like, every time the analytics try to like give me only $40, all of a sudden I'll have this big windfall of money because I'm supposed to have my needs taken care of, and nobody can really take care of, get groceries and medicine and things they need with $20 or $40. So in this life, I will always have what I need because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I went in on faith. I have faith that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It came through intuitively. I've known this in my teens when I would go with psychic shops, when I would hang out in the gym section at the museum, when I always was fascinated with jewelry and gems and the stars. How I used to go stargazing with my family telescope. We got a big telescope. I always knew. And because now I took the leap, the analytics cannot block me no matter how much it tries. And I'm saying this because we're supposed to be taking a leap of faith. The strength card is here. Okay? I was ready to quit doing this with the spiritual oracles, with the cosmic cards, but I greatly enjoy them. I enjoy them even when I'm not doing this for y'all. Even when I'm not on here. And I like card games. I love card games. It's a part of my fun part of my destiny. And when I don't do it, I feel like, wow, what am I trying to do? Please strangers by not doing it? I know that I'm not, whatever, taking advantage of or using it somehow. I don't know how to do that anyway. But even if I did, I wouldn't do it because this is fun to me. I'm not going to have the creator block me from doing something fun because I got toxic. All right, y'all. So I'm having a real talk with y'all. All right, move forward. Move forward. Now, the reason why I started doing some of these videos like this off screen is because I'm starting to notice a problem where older women of color, their views go down as soon as they get on screen. I'm noticing it happening to other psychic women who are over 40. That's why they're all starting to go off screen. I'm not saying that it's done to us on purpose, but it could be that there's some sort of stereotype profile where us as psychics are not trusted, but Asian psychics are trusted, and Indian psychics are trusted. But somehow, every older black woman who's a psychic is a dark witch. I don't know how that trend started. I don't know how that got started, but it is really hurting the analytics of older black women. And it's very sad that so many of us got to go off screen just so we can get the job done in peace. Okay, sacred journey, y'all. I literally said psychic. I was talking about psychic, and it came out. The snake energy of Libra came out. But I'm also getting something about be careful of something not done in a complete way, partial. I'm hearing they was in partial, so you do it partial or something. That's what I'm hearing. So it could be. I don't know if some of y'all got some damage of some people making you feel that. I'm hearing maybe you lost, maybe you had some losses with money, doing something a certain way, but it wasn't your fault. It could be the company was the company had a problem with your genetics or had a problem with your feminine energy or something, or maybe they thought you was masculine, feminine, and they could have profiled you, but it wasn't you. Okay, the work was great. The work was beautiful. Libra energy's out here. You're brilliant. You're beautiful, and you're wise. Okay, you're in your purpose, or Libra wouldn't be out here. It's just a certain company just wasn't marketing you for some wicked reasons. So don't take it personally and say, "Oh, I'm not going to do it that way no more. I'll just do it partially in another way. I'll just keep this destiny done partially." Don't say that because that's holding you back. I'm hearing like, what am I hearing? They judge the book by its cover or something. So something needs redesigned or broken down in parts and sold as a series, or yeah, something of that nature. Collectively, it tells a story. I just heard. Okay, take whatever what I'm saying, whatever resonates. Something about you got to be the designer or something. Somebody needs to design the cover themselves. Like, trust that you can design it yourself. If you're into like, why am I keep on getting this? Somebody from memories. There was some sort of work somebody did when they was a child that was literally was going to give them success, but it's like they stopped doing it, or some sort of skill, or they stopped doing it. Could have to, for some of y'all, it might have to do with it could have to do with clay, or what am I getting, like sculpturing? I don't know if anybody here was sculpturing, or somebody was into gardening, and somebody have a very special connection with clay and wood. It's almost like there's a very old intuitive connection. They might have been somebody might have been non-human before. Because why am I hearing partial? And then in the pre-reading there was and earth in positive position, but earth in reverse. It could be what is it? Tactile design, abstract. Somebody's trying to block somebody from thinking outside the box when inventions. I did get, be careful who you deal with when it comes to inventions. Somebody might can't be trusted with your invention. Take that how it resonates. Or Somebody tried to get money off your invention, so it blocked your money, but now the money coming again. Or some of y'all might have put something, sold something, didn't do well. That's because somebody else was racking money on it or something. Here, a con artist or something of that nature. Yeah. If someone was thinking about going into the furniture business, I heard furniture or wood shop or something of that. It could be just painting. Why am I hearing stones? Somebody might be somebody that could design stones, or they were supposed to work in a stone or gem shop or ancient history. Somebody has a big Akashic record room full of ancient history, memories of the time of when people were using boats a lot. Somebody has memories of that time, and they need to be quiet so they can access those memories. It could be having to do. It could be actually was in scriptures. It might be at the bottom of the sea or something of that nature. Somebody could have been involved with treasure hunting, or they was married to somebody that was into building the land and using money from mining gems or treasure hunting, and they used the money to build their kingdom. But somebody could have been married to the person, and they got to see everything, and they had access to all the documents. And in this life, they're supposed to actually reveal those lost documents. Wow. Somebody was a high priestess or a high priest. I heard it. I heard it. A high priestess or high priest, and um, yeah, there was some sort of crime committed, and people are suffering. There's people suffering this life because they was a part of the crime committed against the high priestess. I told y'all that I can do past lives and I can sense things from in the collective energy. Every time I appear for the collective, I see somebody with red across their chest. It's a robe. I don't know what war team that is, but it was somebody, a team, old ancient um civilization. Somebody had red. It was red draped around them. It was a male, short hair, look short. I'm seeing there's torches. There's a torch, some sort of fire torch in the background. He's talking about some sort of document with the land. People started saying somebody knew too much or something, y'all. I'm tapping into the past life energy. Since it said do reflections, reflect on um, with the cancer too, memories and memories of your soul. I'm trying to get deep into that for a minute. Why am I getting this? Somebody was kept in bondage, and it's like somebody's trying to repeat it, and it's a no in this life. It's a no. Somebody tried to keep somebody in bondage, almost like a trophy. Um, they was forced to be celibate or something, and at some point they got tired of it. They got tired of it, but it was harsh times. Um, they was it was like they was forced into a marriage that wasn't really a marriage. It was kind of, they was just assigned because they knew they could be used. So weird. I see a woman with somebody was around in Greek and had long dark hair. I'm seeing a woman. I'm seeing a woman with long dark hair. It could have been around Greek and Roman times. I'm looking in the division that I'm getting. She's on the left, and the guy with the red across him is on the right. Wow. There was some sort of project she was overseeing or something. There was a language that she knew, or somebody might be able to learn another language, or they knew an ancient language, and as soon as they go to look it up, they'll start to remember the language. I don't know why I heard language. All right, y'all. Let me hold the cards and see what I see. I heard I'm going, and they said you know better or something here. Somebody had a wide gold bracelet on her left wrist. It's a female. And somebody said, "Where do you think you're going?" When I touch this card here, somebody was also somebody that was paid to dance, or they was just used as a somebody was a somebody was a priestess, but a dancer too in a past life. And they could have been like kept prisoner for that or something, kept forced to do this or forced to y'all. I'm hearing barren. Somebody lost their child in a past life, or they were abandoned by their family, and then something of that nature. Somebody might have been an orphan in the past life. Okay, y'all. Seeing what I get. Yeah, somebody was used for their intuition, and wasn't given. They got no gratitude for their intuition. Somebody was asking, somebody in their past life had somebody asking them things about things and wasn't even giving them recognition. So that's why in this life they're chosen to have a legacy. May not be filthy rich, but their name is supposed to be known, because somebody literally helped build kingdoms and nobody even knows that they did. I'm getting it strongly. Because it was discrimination during that time. It was This ain't the first time that happened to them. It's like it might be a repeated past life. Keep being used. But the cycle is being broken in this life. Somebody was caring for somebody older, or caring for somebody that might have been blocked mentally, but this high priestess was caring for that person, and it didn't know, she didn't know it was keeping her in bondage by, she wasn't getting no benefits. She was getting material benefits, but she didn't have a full life. It was like she had stuff, but she didn't have a life. I'm getting that because of the Cancer energies, like a lot of stuff and resources, but maybe she didn't get to use it because she was a plaything or something here. A king of diamonds, will you treat a woman like she's a plaything, something to toy with, something to, somebody to treat like a trick, and that's it. Try to treat somebody like a prostitute. No, no tenderness, no sweetness, but willing to put money on it, and it's not even that much money, but think the person should be grateful to get that. Somebody was worth more than what they were getting in their past life, and that's why in this life they can't let anyone have financial control over them. Somebody in this life, some of y'all, it could be a few of y'all might be being treated like, passively being treated like a prostitute. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And maybe you don't know that you are. Somebody prostituting your energy. People will pay you for a lot of things. They will pay you just to leech off your energy, just to suck your energy, to be a slave or a maid or an arm piece, a toy, or to hide who they are. So if it's not giving you emotional fulfillment, then you might be dealing with somebody that's treating you like a trick, or you're in a company that's treating you like a trick. Because when the people treat you like a trick, there is no emotional fulfillment there. All right, y'all, this was a deep conversation. Yeah, somebody did spell work on somebody. Somebody did spell work on somebody. It's a cycle. But somebody got the power of the spell now because they got all them sticks. Somebody can do spell work on somebody if they want to. Somebody wicked can do spell work, and it's going to backfire because somebody got the strength card. No. They're dominating willpower. They're going to get through one way or another. They're going to break the spell one way or another. People crack me up trying to block people with the strength card. It's like, oh, you must want to get burnt out. That's somebody literally rolling willpower. Okay, here it is. August, y'all. Okay, I got 6 to 8 weeks. 9 weeks is going to be the limit. So there's something that has to be out. I'm getting by the 3rd week of September. Something has to be fully in motion. Something that you might created, or a leap you took. Yeah. All right. Yep, because something's definitely coming through by the next full moon, and it's going to go on a long time. See? Look, by the next full moon. So check for the next full moon. This flew out the deck. November. August and November. I'm letting it come out the deck. I'm not going to. Something is happening right now. All right, there's some money that you're getting that you're supposed to put into a new business. Some new creative stuff, new creations. January's out here. January is out. This month, it's saying happening now in this month, y'all. That's water energy. Definitely creation. This would be a good time to go on Amazon and get you books that help you find ideas. Or you might want to learn how to use chat, GBT, or AI to generate ideas. Okay. If you have something that you're struggling with completing, you might want to use chat GBT to help you with ideas, but you want to change the ideas a little bit, change them up so they're a little newer. Or you can actually get you a deck of cards in your field of study, in whatever you're creating, and let the cards tell you what the idea should be. So for example, let's say that you are a writer, okay, and you're like, I don't know what my ideas should be. Then you might want to deal yourself some cards and then look up the writers and look up the subject matter and the themes of their work, and then you might want to borrow a line. Of course, you got to give credit. Borrow a line from their work and use that to write your new work. Okay. Sometimes you go through so much that you're not that connected to your metaphysical space enough to get the ideas that are lingering there. So you might gotta dig that. You might gotta you can call it hack or dive deeper into your own energy. So you would get a deck of cards in your field of study. You can make your own. You can make your own. So let me pull one for me and all the writers on this channel. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can send money to my Cash App. Your donations there at money sign Coach V Hunter. It did say give gratitude today, y'all. So let's see what's going to come out. I might need to use the... Okay, this one kind of lifted. So this is modern. Six of Spades. Six of Spades and modern. So Catherine Mansfield. You might want to look up the writer Catherine Mansfield and look up her modern work and see how it can inspire you to write your own. Okay. You might also want to look up the Six of Spades and see what you can learn about the card, the number. We keep getting these sixes out. That's interesting. Maya Angelou came out, y'all. Maya Angelou. Okay, postmodern. We know that Maya Angelou, she wrote about, struggles where she say, nobody can make it out here alone. So maybe you could, write some work that use a repetitive line. Okay, if you're a writer and you're trying to write your first book of literature, you might want to look up repeating lines. I just saw Walt Whitman. Prose. If you're into writing prose often has motifs. I just heard motif. So some of y'all may need to learn about motifs, adding motifs in your work. Oh, I don't hear Stephen King. Elena Ferrante, contemporary. The Queen of Diamonds came out, y'all. Did I not say? I said the diamonds. And the Queen of Diamonds came out. Gratitude, contemporary. That could be about family, old age, aging, medical, things like that. Seven of Diamonds is Carrie O. Augard. So I think if I recall, the Seven of Diamonds can be like lucky energy. So you definitely want to look up contemporary work. Contemporary work is like in the diamonds. That's money. But that's also health. Okay, health. Yeah. Diamonds. Okay, here's the last card for writers. William Faulkner. Modern. William Faulkner for modern. Okay. So we have modern and contemporary and a little bit of postmodern. So even if you're not a writer, you might want to look up art that's contemporary, art that's postmodern. Postmodern. I can't say the word postmodern or modern, but modern is out here twice. There's that two again, two of spades. It's William Faulkner. Okay. All right. So you know you can get ideas from movies. So we'll use movies because this is we're supposed to be looking for ideas right now. Okay. Doing things that will help us get ideas to start new work or to finish work that we're kind of stuck finishing. So let's get movies out here. Okay. I just saw sci-fi thriller. Somebody might be a sci-fi thriller writer. Science fiction. Yeah, it came out. I swear to goodness, y'all heard it pop out. I saw sci-fi and it came out, y'all. It is Shiro Honda, two of spades. Okay, twos are hot. Twos, sixes, and sevens. If you're going to play the lottery, all right. If you're going to go to the casino, and if there's numbers on the casino machine, you might want to look for 2, 7, 3, 6, 9, and 7. Okay. If you're buying lottery tickets, you might want to buy 2 tickets or 3 tickets. All right. Because the Wheel of Fortune is in our favor, so there's a lot of sci-fi here. I don't know if some of y'all are sci-fi writers or I keep getting drama. Why am I getting drama? I wonder if it's going to come out. Sci-fi keep coming out. Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver came out, y'all. Alien. Did I not say Alien? Was I not? Earlier in this reading, did I not say Alien? And look who came out. Sigourney Weaver played in the movie Alien. But why am I getting the movie Paul? Somebody is a funny humor, because Sigourney Weaver was in the movie Paul, the Alien movie Paul, and she was in the movie The Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, scary. Somebody might end up writing am I getting screenplay? Let's see here. Somebody need to add some scariness or fear, something scary to their art. Dark. Something has to be dark about it. For contrast. Okay, is the modern going to come out? Because I keep getting modern. Yeah, romance. Barbara Streisand. The mirror has 2 faces. There's Barbara Streisand. 3 of Hearts. Okay, what is the numbers out for the movies here? There's 2, there's 3, and there's the Queen. Queen of Spades is Sigourney Weaver. Woo, she ain't to be played with. Sigourney Weaver is the high priestess. Yeah, yeah, she is. Somebody can work with metal. Queen of Spades is out. Barbara Broccoli, crime and fiction, crime and action. Okay. Somebody needs to add some violence to their artwork. Yeah. Why else would Sigourney Weaver come out? She stay being in movies that has to do with society or some sort of demonic energy or alien energy or or that one movie she's in where it's like there was some sort of secrets in the house, the demon in the house or something. I can't think of the movie. Yo, I'm gonna do more movie readings because I enjoy this one a lot. Let's see here. Clint Eastwood, crime in action. Yeah. Sci-fi and horror. Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott. I literally just saw him on TV not too long ago. He's the Jack of Spades. Wow, taking action. Clint Eastwood. He's saying, "Do you feel lucky?" Okay, somebody might get lucky creating something that has to do with the Wild Wild West or the ghetto. If you're looking for ideas for your work, you need to let the ghetto be your inspiration. Because Seven of Diamonds is here with Clint Eastwood, crime and action. He was in the ghetto. Dealing with somebody ghetto. Yeah, Two of Diamonds. You up against somebody else. Bumping heads like the bull. My head against your head or something. Ooh, or my pistol against your pistol. That's the Seven of Diamonds with Clint Eastwood. He says, tell me, punk, do you feel lucky? Basically, what you do to get justice. If you were trying to get justice in whatever in your art, how would you approach getting the justice? Somebody needs to add something to do with boundaries being disrespected. I'm surprised I don't see Stephen King out. Who's this lady? Seems like a lot of sixes is out, but I'm surprised I don't see Wes Craven or something here. Let me see. Y'all, let me hey. One more card. Crime in action keeps coming out. Okay, drama. I told y'all I sensed drama and it flew out. I knew it was coming. I sensed it. Drama came out. Drama and art house. Alejandro Gonzalez. 5 of clubs. Okay. So drama is here. Somebody need to write something that has to do with drama. Maybe family, or they need to create something that has to do with family, but something about people being in a ghetto or letting their past life in the ghetto be their inspiration. You know, like Tupac said, a rose that grew from concrete. Somebody needs to let their hard times be their inspiration. Their haters be their motivators too. I'm hearing with Clint Eastwood. Woo, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, somebody needs to protect. Somebody needs to write or create something or art that's about like maybe it might be in a form of justice being served or somebody being challenged and proving that they strong or they're protecting somebody or a child or they're protecting their position or maybe somebody feels like their family is being divided and they're like I'm protecting my family. Somebody might be like no, there's somebody coming between them and somebody or something of that nature. Because Sigourney Weaver in Alien, in the one Alien, she had a child that she was protecting. And then somebody who was a robot that wasn't even a real human being tried to keep them trapped in the room so the alien creature can get on their face. But Sigourney Weaver like got them out the situation and then like stood up. But Sigourney Weaver also ended up becoming a hybrid version after having the alien in her, but she used her powers for good. She could have used it for evil. So when she learned about evil, she actually used it for good. The strength that she got from being attacked by the evil and the evil being in her before it was removed, being forced in her by the scientists, she ended up learning how to defeat the evil and being able to use her strength to uh, fight evil. But being careful not to be under the spell of somebody their mama that might be dead or alien because in Sigourney Weaver Alien, the one alien, she went down under the spaceship at the bottom of the spaceship with the queen alien. She was being seduced. So some of y'all may have somebody on the other side that might be your mama or something, and they're trying to keep you focused on them and whatever they want you to be focused on. They still don't want you to create your own path or to move on. Y'all, this stuff is deep. Cause I felt like I had to talk about Sigourney Weaver. Her she came out. But I also felt a connection to Clint Eastwood. I felt like I had to talk about Clint Eastwood. All right, if y'all enjoyed this, feel free to let me know. I'll see y'all later. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta almost get ready to get some dinner in me, and I got somewhere I gotta go. This romance, y'all. I gotta work on being more organized, cause I can't even figure out what this card. The Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts is out. Yeah, but yeah, somebody don't want you to be beautiful or romance. Some of y'all might be, cause why did I miss the card even though it came out? Yeah, self love and romance and things like that. Somebody could be trying to keep you from a creative breakthrough. Cause that card was literally, I found it intuitively. It flew out the deck, but I didn't even know that it did. And intuitively, my hand landed on it. Some of y'all gonna end up finding love if you're struggling with self-love or your creative energy. It's coming. Okay, it's going to get better. Or I wouldn't have found this. Nora Ephron. Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Diamonds is out. Y'all, I'm trying to find. Woo! Trying to make sure this is with the. So I'm putting the cards back. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. Okay, so that was in the movies. I'm trying to stay organized, y'all, because these are my favorite cards. I don't want to lose a single card. I had a sub donate to the channel, and they bought me these cards, so I want to just make sure I don't lose them. I don't lose one of them, so I'll try to put them back as soon as I'm done. I'm gonna sit down and count them all just to make sure I didn't lose any. Okay, bye everybody. I'll see y'all later. Bye.